Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is monkeybannanna, and I'm really excited to talk about the recent series by Fnatic and Team Liquid with you. I highlighted a few things that I like to show, and I also want to highlight a lot of mistakes that happened, and some things that ended up changing the entire series. Honestly, probably Fnatic should have won, but here we go. So this first round here, I just wanted to expose how Fnatic used their default to feed some information over towards Sunroom, and this allows Brolan to move over for towards Sunroom, and it allows Fnatic to reposition for a better hold. And due to this being really early for Fnatic, Brolan gets into Team Liquid's head really easily. And this is going to be the first mistake that I want to be talking about. This is the first mistake where I see that Stewie just pushes Sunroom by himself, and opposite of Fnatic, who used information to start off their default, Stewie just decides to go pug out, and he thinks he can take on Fnatic. And something I want to highlight here is Naf and Nitro. They have a crossfire, and Naf uses the entrance of B main to kind of line up where he's going to be trading with Nitro, and so that's really nice to see in team play. And Stewie here, he progresses up towards connected by himself, self-mollies himself, and doesn't have enough time to pull out his weapon. He is by himself, again, like I said. This is really a big round. JW actually gets a double here, allowing Exist to rotate over and steal this round from Team Liquid. All from a single guy with a single AK. And the really beautiful thing about this is how Crims plays this so Exist can pull up with him so they can trade properly. That was really good. So here's another highlight that I want to point out is that Naf, though he is aiming for the headshot over towards ramp, his immediate contact on the guy on Monster is to shoot instead of readjusting his aim for the headshot. And now an interesting decision by Fnatic here is Elish. First of all, Elish uses the P2000 to get sound and get some contact off, get some attention to mid, so Twist can come over towards long. But Fnatic make the right decision into keeping up the momentum with the team and just pretty much bait out Twist because they know exactly where he is, so they can self-manage him when they need to. This is one of my favorite rounds to talk about. So Team Liquid have a really wonderful crossfire and setup together in bathrooms. Unfortunately, the mistake they made is their weapon choices. They have 2 MP9s, 2 UMPs, and 1 AUG. This is okay just to get you a single round, but if you're going to include these weapons into a bonus round, you need to probably start realizing that the weapons you buy after you win the pistol round is you're going to need those guns for at least 2 rounds. So you need to complement the map and also how many rounds of bonus round you're going to want to carry that with. So now that Fnatic caught up after winning an MP9 round, Stewie is boosted over, but he makes a mistake of dropping or perhaps being afraid of a double peek. So this gives information perhaps to Crims, who probably heard the drop, and thus allowing Fnatic to execute and destroy Team Liquid completely. And here the really interesting thing too is that though Nitro tried to hit JW, he does not do so in the process, and because of this, the leech does hit JW, but that contact player that Stewie would have seen at the beginning of the strat is Crims, who wallbangs a leech, giving him some aim punch which does not allow JW to die. Also, JW is very smart in the way he represents himself. He gives information for free, but he has that smoke in himself to reposition himself and flank towards Sandbag. Complementary to JW's amazing play. But unfortunately, Fnatic do drop the ball by guessing that there's going to be no contact towards A long. There's no flash, there's nothing going on for them. Nitro and Elish do play A, so Elish is going to buy a scoped rifle, so is Nitro. So why didn't they flash? I'm not sure. And I think this round here is what caused Fnatic to lose the map, because Crims goes before his team is set up with utility and also for any sort of trade, so everybody goes 1 by 1. JW's caught with a weapon out, Molotov or something, and that's the round. JW is certainly one of the reposition kings in the world, but unfortunately he is underperforming in a lot of these advantages that he was given on Mirage. He is in a prime position for information, for mid-round calling, and getting way more than just one frag. But unfortunately, he just misplays everything due to the high level of competition at this level. You know, we can't really say what he did right or wrong, but as you can see here, he does have timing to corner himself and to make a better play, but he has his attention split, doesn't recommit on a single guy, and he dies. So Naf, after making contact to middle, he mollies himself to smoke himself out, but Naf does not reposition against Fnatic, who are going to use information to find players, which causes Team Liquid the round, thus allowing this beautiful exchange of grenade tracers crossing over. That looks nice. This is a really big mistake. So, in the default, Crims here has the Molotov, but as you can see through the demo, he has some unfortunate timing that there is a crossover towards ladder room, and so this allows Brolan to move up with Crims. But as we can see, there are no flashes. The only flashes with exist. He is underpass. Brolan and Crims walk into catwalk, but Crims here is stuck between window and catwalk, so he freezes and isn't able to trade his teammate. You see, their spacing is way too far. This loses them the round. And here's the round that Fnatic should have won. Again, they should have won. Crims was trying to jump on top of his teammates so he can get the kill over on top of default, but he ends up picking the bomb, which helps him give some time to plant the bomb, which is good. Crims gets an amazing double, but unfortunately Exist is very unaware of what's going on, so they lost the round. Brolan here makes a huge mistake because he has momentum to retreat, but because he just tried to hold for a CT kill, he gets spotted by Twist, which allows his team to hold solo A with the Molotov on Palace because there was information that the bomb is ramp. And this allows Naf and Nitro to hold position so they can hold B because they know they're going to go B. Nitro picks over the wall, has his attention split. Crims gets an amazing kill, but unfortunately for Crims, he does grenade away the round for his team. As you can see, the AK is gone. And here we have Fnatic making a simple mistake in the default, not allowing the smoke to pop. Maybe the smoke was too late, and then Sui ends up smoking the connector so he can have a one-way for himself. And then the beautiful HG towards Exist closes out the round. There goes the AK from last round. So now Fnatic start up to default. They have Brolan's the first player who Molotov's a close contact. And Fnatic have a bit of an awkward spacing because they're all trying to set up utility. But because that Molotov did not go connector, this allows Elise to create a one-way, which gives him easily 4 kills. So again, we have JW boosted into the window. Naf is aware because in the rounds before, Elise did fail to one's boost that JW ended up getting Elise caught up in. But here we have JW unfortunately making a misplay of looking away the wrong time, the wrong place. I really like this round here by JW and Crims, a beautiful duo as they are. Look at their movement. Crims knows if he goes for a triple he's going to die, and JW knows if he gets grenaded he's going to die, so he jumps forward, Crims picks up the bomb and strafes left. You can see Nitro actually tries to hit default, or triple, but Crims is way ahead of the game. Team Liquid make a huge mistake here. Elige has the closest spawn. He has an AK. Nitro behind him with a smoking an MP5. His team behind with a MAC-10, a Delio, and an AK are stuck behind a Molotov. In my opinion, what Team Liquid should have done is given Elige the MAC-10, because this allows Elige to spread over site to get the information, and as Nitro can follow through, maybe he could have an AK, or maybe he could have a second MAC-10, so when his team does come in, either the CTs are going to be already low enough so they can easily pick up the weapons and or have an even cleaner round with a MAC-10 rather than MP5. And JW has the information here that Naf walks out A, so more than likely it's going to be a default because he does go up by himself. So JW does capitalize on the information play here, but unlucky for him, he makes the wrong play again. He makes no progress in the timing that he has. Matter of fact, it's almost like he comes back towards Palace for like a regular retake from a B flank. So he doesn't do anything extraordinary, and this causes Fnatic perhaps to map. Getting 1 kill in the situation is not good enough. So here's a team mistake. Team Liquid decided to rush A ramp and Sui decides to pop flash himself so he can jump towards the stairs. Fair enough, but the flashes by Team Liquid aren't good enough to actually flash the guy in sight, so Sui gets caught off, and this allows Crims to make this amazing play. After dropping the grenade and sandwich and trading Nitro, Crims falls back and lines up a shot so he can hit the opposite side of default to block and fall. Crims rotates as a third player in CT and gets a Liege in Firebox because I believe his W play is really strong. And here, unfortunately for Exist, he makes a great triple towards middle, but he overcommits. It is a mistake, even though he got 3 kills. And then JW here tries to push up towards Cat, loses momentum again, and gets caught, forces Crims to drop. And then this twist, Crims, Stewie, and Twist. Twist gets Stewie, but he peeks Twist and loses them the round. This mistake here by Stewie ends up costing Team Liquid the entire map. There is contact about where the bomb is. Once on site, the player in ramp, so they know they're stuck on catwalk. But for some reason, Stewie, well, loses them the map. And so what I want to highlight here about Fnatic's finish is their beautiful complementary weapons that they buy. They buy 2 FAMASes, a Scout, an AUG, and a UMP. The UMP is okay. But what's really important is the 2 FAMASes because they use these weapons for the bonus round preceding that. And even if they do get a kill, they can always pick up an AK. The FAMAS is enough to get a kill. Way more likely than you're going to get a kill with the FAMAS than a UMP or an MP9. And so we can see in the step process that Fnatic take from FAMASes, they go up to rifles, and they don't lose very much. A nearly perfect buy by Fnatic for Dust 2. And here's another mistake by Stewie. You don't want to be players making mistakes like this. Stewie gets a free kill, there's an easy trade in apps, and now there's a 4-on-3 advantage for Team Liquid, but Stewie does not reposition himself, nor does he use the weapon properly to complement the range and also staying alive. He gets caught up by an invisible Exist, and the rest of the round is over.
We usually take it with 2 main guys, and I'm one of those, and another guy that is usually supporting with flashes. So the most important utility use, the car control, you want to make sure that you have like a molly for the corner, or double nade in the corner.
So Fnatic decide to start the default with taking B, but Exist is not properly supporting Broline with this strat. Nor is he getting supported with the secondary molly, nor is he getting supported with flashbang. So, easy kill for Stewie. This contact makes Fnatic rotate over towards the A site, and we have Twist and Naf on A site, so let's see what happens. And here's another mistake by the B player Stewie. He has the illusion of that smoke and Molotov keeping him safe. They get a kill by logs, but Stewie's just moving around like a monkey, and, well, cost his life, Naf's life, and an extra flashbang on the completely Glock round. That is a lot of money, especially if your job in B is not to die. I really appreciate this round by Team Liquid, especially by Nitro's secondary shot, so he can fall back and he can retreat into Cubby. Twist is gonna flash, and Elite is going to peek and save his teammate. And what I want to highlight here is the importance of Twist's play, Nitro, and Naf. So Twist jiggles so he can have that contact away, so Naf can peek the boost, and Nitro stays alive, which is most important after the 2 engagements. As a result, Team Liquid win this match. And I guess after all that shooting on the bodies, the karma did come back against Fnatic. GG Fnatic, good job Team Liquid. Got a little lucky.